Welcome to ElevateVR. This is our video of a first-person view drone simulator. In the background, you can see some of our main menu, but I'll just talk about briefly our motivations and previous work. Our motivation was that traditional FPV drones and simulators are extremely expensive, with high-quality options like exceeding $600, and real-life crashes are pretty easy to happen when you're a beginner, and that is extremely costly when repairs, even if you buy your own supplies. The simulator also enhances things like hand-eye coordination, spatial awareness, and problem solving. And there's no risk at all because this is a VR simulator in online. We have personal interest in drones. Both of us love drones, and FPV drones in particular are super interesting. And we wanted to experiment with something that's not a human player character in VR. And also, it's just fun to have a simulator where you can race and do time trials and everything. Some of our previous work, one of them is a online VR simulator that sort of mimics what we have, but not really, because they use bigger UAV planes. And that's Drone VR, a web virtual reality simulator for drone operators. The main things we learned from this are how Unity 3D pathfinding can help AI in this game. We also took some notes on specifically this city design that you're seeing in the video now. They use a similar real life city, and we wanted something to emulate that because we thought it looked really fun. And the most important study we looked at was FPV drones and the FPV pilot user experience, where 515 FPV pilots were actually surveyed. 43% of them highlighted they love freestyle, 8% of them highlighted they loved only racing, and 49% of them highlighted that they did both freestyle and racing, which we thought was an extremely important thing we wanted to implement in our game. And acrobatics and high-speed flight can be extremely hard, so we wanted to focus a little bit on that. And now Aaron will go into more of the detail of how it was created.
Yeah, thanks, Evan. So, firstly, this was made in Unity, utilizing the Unity 3D physics engine. That helped a lot with some of the physics with the drone. Made it a little more realistic. As you can see right now, it might have been a little too realistic for me, as this portion was a little hard, but that was one thing that was kept in mind when designing these maps. The other map that we'll see later in the video is just definitely designed a little more towards beginners. It's just an oval track, so it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy, while this one's a lot more complex. Got to go through a lot more turns, so there's an easier option for more beginner players, and then there's a more advanced option, such as this city map. Along with this, we can see that we've been in the time trial mode, which allows players to kind of hone in their skills before they go on to a full race. They're able to see the track layout, see their current time, what their times are, how they can get faster, and then it stores the best time, as you can kind of see in the HUD on the right, and it shows the amount of laps completed, the checkpoints, and basically allows you to test it all out and refine your skills through this. Now, the second mode that we're about to get into is the racing version. As you can see loading in, there's a countdown, typical to previous racing games that everyone's played. And then in the HUD, we have the laps completed, which is in the top left. You can't really see it right now due to the vignette. But we have the laps completed. Top right has the current time and the best lap time. The bottom right has the checkpoints completed. And then bottom left has the current place that you're in. So we can see right now I'm in first out of fourth. The AI model that was used for this was a pretty basic model due to the nature of flying. We had attempted to use the Unity nav mesh system for AI pathfinding, but that isn't the best for flight. It's mainly meant to deal with ground movement, so we moved towards a more simple approach when designing the AI. It's basically go to the waypoint. There's hidden waypoints which are inside of each ring. Basically, just go to the waypoint. Once you're within these bounds, it means that you've gone through this waypoint, and then you're able to go on to the next. Along with this, we added a sort of randomizer option of ability to the AI, which allows for more realistic flight and a more realistic experience as well. Along with this, we can see that the race just finished for this, and there's a leaderboard which shows your time, your placement, and all the other AI's time. And overall, this was something that, a project that we're all really proud of, and something we look forward to expand on in the end.